Welcome back to Fan TV. Toby Tarrant here. I don't know what I said, but the fans have left me, but not to worry because we've got plenty more where that came from. We have got our West Ham fans of the evening. Scott and Leo, come on boys, come on Scott and Leo. Come on chaps, here we go, And look at this, no expense spared on this show. This is, I'm just gonna spray you with this briefly. Look at that, hey, look at that. I mean, that is the worst bubble machine in the history of bubble machines, although...
We'll take it.
Yeah, better.
It's better than us.
Better than the one at your stadium. Better than the one at your stadium. That was amazing, the bubble machine. Did they take the one from Upton Park and put it in the new stadium?
Must have.
Pound shop? I don't know.
Or is there just somebody there, like Trevor Brooking, is he just blowing out bubbles?
Like, I think there's two in this massive new stadium. There's two.
It was amazing. Watching the first game there on the TV and the bubble, they were like, the bubbles are going off. And there was just like one floating across the stadium. It was pathetic. Other than that, happy with the new stadium?
Yeah,
reasonably.
I think it's a big step for us as a club, but the atmosphere, that's the only thing that worries me. Literally, the stadium's beautiful. Yeah. The design, the owners have thought up, it's brilliant. But the atmosphere, that is.
How was it on Saturday? Were you at the game on Saturday?
Yeah, both at the game.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I was a bit annoyed with all the conflict between the standing fans and the stewards, you know.
Yeah, so talk to me about this. So somehow, I mean, it's ridiculous. They're trying to instill a no standing policy inside the stadium, and apparently people were chucked out for not standing. Yes. Did you see it?
All around me, yeah.
Really?
There was a woman near you, wasn't there?
She went mental.
Oh, really?
I sit up in the upper tier, and I was looking down, and there was a group of lads there, and they were arguing with the stewards. The stewards literally done nothing with them, and one woman who stood up argued, she was out.
Oh, really? A bit of a foul-mouthed outburst, was it? Don't repeat the language on this
I won't say anything.
I heard some things.
But when we get to the advert, you can tell me, yeah?
Yeah, sure. We'll get through it.
Obviously, that was Bournemouth at home. Is the big test going to be those famous nights under the lights at Upton Park? Is it going to be when you're playing a Man United or a Man City, you know, on a Friday night as it is now? Or is that going to be the real test?
Yes. I think so.
That's when you'll find out what it's got in its locker as a stadium.
Definitely. I think when it comes to games like Tottenham, of course, they're our rivals in the Premier League, and that will be when the atmosphere kicks up. Yeah. The teams perform better. It'll just be a whole lot. It'll be Upton Park again, I think. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I have no doubt about it.
Looks nice. If nothing else. If nothing else, it does look nice. By the way, if anybody was at the game over the weekend and got chucked out or swore at a steward or whatever you did, if you could tweet us at FanTV UK, or we can Skype you as well on the Fan TV channel. We can get you on. You can tell us what happened there. And some people not getting seats as well. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you see any of that going on around you, or did you have a seat?
Well, I had a seat, thankfully, but there were about 52 people who didn't.
52 people who didn't have seats. How does that happen?
Only West Ham.
Yeah, only the West Ham way.
Yeah, the West Ham way. All these years I've been wondering what the West Ham way is.
It's just being crap.
Yeah, just being useless, yeah.
It seems so rushed how we've been brought into the stadium. Obviously, there was pictures going around of the gaps between the stands, looking down at old seats. That's been sorted now, and then now seats not there. And where I sit in the East Stand, and by the screens up at the top, they've got few thousand seats that are covered in sheets that they can't use yet.
Do you know the reason for why?
I think we are licensed to get 60,000, but at the moment it's 57,000. And then due to all this standing issue, we can't go to 60,000.
Oh, really? Any problems? How's been getting in and out of the stadium?
Terrible the other day.
Really?
Well, getting in was all right, but getting out was ridiculous.
I've heard getting out's chaotic.
I mean, you have all the Stratford people coming in and out, and then 50-odd thousand West Ham fans going out as well is mad. And they have stop and go signs. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally a man with a paddle turning around, stop and go, and having 50,000 people having a go at him all at the same time.
I mean, he can't really stop anyone, I don't think. West Ham fans especially. But yeah, I think coming into the ground is all right, but going out, I mean, getting on the train, if you've got kids, I'd wait for the next train.
Really,
I saw someone with their young kids, they was trying to get on, and then people were literally climbing over just to get on. Is ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I guess it's the financial stability as well. We've got a Skype caller who I'm going to go to in a sec, but it is the hope is that financially it puts you in a very secure position to spend a lot of money as well. In fact, let's get him on now. We've got a Hibs fan on Skype here. Graham, you with us? Hello, Graham.
How are we doing?
Yeah, very well, mate, very well. So basically last night, lads, on the show, Justin Lee Collins was in instead of me. Yeah. But they were talking about overspending in football and the potential damage it can do to a club. You look at cases of Leeds and obviously Rangers is a great example. You wanted to talk to us about that?
Yeah, for Hibs, it's not so bad. For us, we mostly rely on the loan signings. And the big topic just now is Liam Henderson from Celtic.
Yep.
It's £400,000 is what's demanded, and the club's not budging.
They're not budging. I mean, we've just been talking to Arsenal fans who are Arsene Wenger notoriously will not go above the asking price and stuff. How do you feel as fans? Because I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? You kind of do want to see your board going out and taking a risk, don't you?
I would say so. Like I know for Hibs with winning the Scottish Cup, they've spent the time and effort to bring in Neil Lennon as manager, and they've put a lot of effort in, and the fans have shown with the first game of the season there was 16,500 fans at Easter Road, so it's good commitment from the fans. But obviously we're a championship side, and teams like West Ham are now in the Olympic Stadium putting a lot of money in with like Edmilson Fernandez I saw this morning for 5 million, so it's good business from the English teams. It's hopefully the Scottish teams can put a bit of effort in as well.
I mean, in a way, does this stadium almost secure your legacy Premier League standing for years to come? Does it do that, do you think?
I guess when you go to a stadium that big, you kind of need to stay in the Premier League. I mean, if you go to the Championship and you've got 60,000 seat stadium, you're not filling it at all. So, yeah, I guess the Premier League, being in the Premier League, having a stadium like that, they go together. You just have to be in the Premier League. But Championship, that stadium, it won't work.
Tell it to Newcastle fans. They must be going. There was also talk of a bit of fan trouble at the stadium over the weekend. West Ham fans having a bit of a scrap there. Wasn't there some trouble with Hibs fans as well? Was that at the final last year, was it?
Yeah, it was the Scottish Cup final. It was all the fans ran on, and same with Rangers supporters. It was pandemonium.
Yeah, I mean, did you see any of the trouble at the West Ham game?
Only on like video online. Yeah. And apparently it was between just West Ham fans as well.
Oh really?
That was the worst thing.
Oh really?
And I don't get how it can go to that, especially when we won and there was nothing to complain about. Yeah. So
when I saw West Ham Bournemouth, I was like, Bournemouth fans? I was like, no, they're not getting in scraps, are they? I mean, that did seem surprising to me, West Ham fans fighting amongst themselves. Was there ever hints of that around Upton Park?
Not that I see it. I mean, there was a few arguments here and there, but not physically fighting, none at all. So maybe the new stadium's got to people.
It's a bit of a black cloud over the first game as well.
Yeah, exactly. So we've finally got rid of that hooligan side of us, and now it's back. Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame. I mean, is it something? You're a Hibs fan. Is it north of the border, or is it something that's prevalent over there? Because I'd like to say there's not too much of it anymore in the Premier League that I see when I go to matches.
In Scotland, it's not so bad now. I think the big test will be in a couple of weeks' time with the first Celtic and Rangers derby in the SPL for about 4 or 5 years. That'll be the first true test.
Yeah, I mean, that could get a bit tasty, but I think even that fixture, they started playing each other so often. I think this is the difference. There's been away for a few years, but it got to the point where Celtic and Rangers played each other like 4 or 5 times a season. So if they fought every time, none of them would have any team left. Do you expect trouble at that game?
I don't think it will be that bad. I think unless it'll be off the streets after the game. It won't be during the game. It'll be probably quite diplomatic, I would imagine.
Perfect. Right, mate. Cheers. Well, thank you for calling in. And if we ever need, when we talk Scottish football, we'll give you a call if that's all right later in the season.
Yeah, go for it.
Perfect. Cheers, mate. Good luck for Hibs for the rest of the season as well.
Take care, guys.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Thank you. So West Ham, let's go back to them. Andre Ayew. That heartbreaking. The collective sigh there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's gutting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Andy Carroll again, really.
It wouldn't be a record signing without them being injured.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a West Ham signing unless they're about to get crocked.
The injury curse is back again.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think it ever went away.
I mean, when we signed Andy Carroll, obviously he got his injuries and that was a blow, and I think Carroll was 15 million. Obviously, Ayew 20 million. We're going up each time. Injuries keep happening. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe we're just going after all the injuries. Who knows? But is gutting.
A bit of a curse.
Yeah, record signings always get
It's interesting, you know, because we've had mixed reactions from all the West Ham fans. It's kind of what you're saying, that it doesn't feel like home yet, but it's a lovely stadium. It could be, you know, it could be great for the club and whatever. I just find, you know, I think a lot of us neutrals, non-West Ham fans look at them and go, what are you complaining about? You're paying absolutely nothing for a ridiculously nice stadium. And we kind of go, stop your belly aching. I think we've got a clip here, right? If you think you've got complaints about your stadium, right? Check out this. Check this out. It's over here. This is a stadium where, in Slovakia, where a steam train goes past the main stand every hour or so during the game, and you guys are complaining about. Look at that guy just fist pumping as the steam train goes past.
At least they can leave on time.
Yeah, at least they can get away from the stadium easily. There's no crowd trouble there.
Wow.
No trouble getting a train from that game. Look at the smoke it's left. It's better than your bubble machine.
Yeah, it's better than the bubble machine.
So next time you whinge about your Olympic stadium,
Slovakia.
yeah, just think about those poor guys in Slovakia. That's amazing. The thing I like is there's a perfectly good bit that they're not using as a stand,
Exactly.
where the train doesn't go past.
Yeah.
Maybe build the stand there. Although what came first?
Good question.
The stand or the steam train?
Or the steam
Do a
train.
Twitter poll.
Yeah, exactly right. On Twitter, if anybody is a big fan of that Slovakia team and watching the show, what are the chances of both of those things happening? Get in touch and tell us what came first. Can you imagine if you just built a stand and they went, oh, by the way, this is we need this.
When you sign up for a season ticket, train comes past every hour. It's all right.
Smoke in your eyes.
And you're bringing up lung disease later in life. But apart from that, it should be fine. He spent a bit of money in the summer, but is the most important thing keeping the magic man, Dimitri Payet. What a player.
Oh my God. I'm so happy. I had visions of him heading off to Real Madrid, Barcelona, but yeah, he's a hammer, so it's good to keep him. Obviously, he's got a minor injury at the moment, but he should be back for the Man City game, so I'm happy to keep him. And the likes of Lanzini, Antonio, like our midfield is quite strong, so it's good to keep all of them together and add more this season.
We've got a couple of Broomers, as we like to call it on this. A breaking rumour. Here's a picture of Wolfsburg defender Jeffrey Broomer as well. Here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Brilliant.
That was
he looks a lot like me, Jeffrey Broomer. He looks awfully similar to me. Well, breaking Broomer. We're being talked about. Loic Remy is being talked about. Wilfried Bonny's being talked about as well, and Simone Zaza as well over in Syria. Do you desperately need a striker now with the AU injury?
Yes.
Really?
In a word, yes.
What happens? I mean, what happens if you do go and spend a big money? Because I mean, Bonny can't come cheap. He's got to be on a serious wedge over at Man City as well. Don't think Remy will be awfully cheap as well. He'll probably demand a bit of wages. What happens? You sign them, and then Ayew comes back in December. Andy Carroll's fully fit. Is that not a bit of a worry?
I mean, I think Bonny was a loan deal, of what I've read, and Zaza is a loan deal, but a better option to go further. I think I'd take both of them, Bonny and Zaza. Mainly Zaza because he's got more of a future with us. Bonny, I heard he's going to China, so he won't have his heart in the game. But like you said, if Carroll and Ayew come back at, say, Christmas time, you got to pick your number one striker. And at West Ham, we never play two strikers. It's always one striker, so you're going to have potential three to pick out of. And signing big, I mean, I'd want Ayew playing, but I'd want Carroll playing, and then if we're going to spend loads on Zaza, then you're stuck there, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've talked about strike partnerships already tonight, and Watford having one. Surely there's a way that you can fit Ayew and Andy Carroll in the same front line and keep them both happy.
I think at the Chelsea game, we played Ayew on the wing because he can play both. And I think that works better because Carroll...
You don't think they'll go up as a pair at the top?
Nah, I never... For a long time, I haven't seen West Ham have two up front. I'd like to see it. I mean, Sacco and Valencia last season, when they started, they were brilliant together, and then injuries, obviously, with West Ham. But yeah, I think Ayew on the wing, Carroll up front, Ayew getting down that wing, whipping it in, Carroll on the heads, you're not beating him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Your game tomorrow as well, Europa League. You're playing a dodgy Astra or whatever they're called. I can't remember their name. You're 1-0 in the first leg away. It's at home tomorrow. Confident about that?
For once, yeah.
For once, yeah.
I mean, I hope we put out some youngsters, to be honest, with a view to Man City on Sunday. Because that's going to be a tough fixture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Ashley Fletcher, amongst others. I hope we play
Reece Oxford.
Yeah.
Get a run out those sort of guys.
Yeah.
Right, guys, now we've got you on the show. And I'm very excited about this. This is your trial run. We don't know how this game is going to go. Yeah, exactly. This could go. You'll know we're live when you watch these next few minutes. Yeah. We have got a brand new game that we want to start. We're already playing Kim, Kim or Kim tonight, but we've also got a new game that we're calling What's the Peter Ramage? Remember Peter Ramage? He was a bang average centre back. He was like QPR in Newcastle and stuff. Yeah. But football rhyming slang, you guys know, Cockney rhyming slang. Me and my mates at uni, if we asked how expensive something was, what's the damage, we say, what's the Peter Ramage, right? So the way this game is going to work, okay, we're going to give you some memorabilia that you can buy from any of the leagues in the country. Some memorabilia you can get off their fan website or eBay or whatever. And some of it's pretty naff, some of it's really naff. And we want you to tell us whether it's higher or lower, or Eric Dyer or Leonard Ojoa. See what we did there? See what we did there? So without further ado, should we play the first game of What's the Peter Ramage? Have we got a first item here? Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm being informed that that is a Norwich City onesie.
Yeah, pretty good.
Beautiful, right? Beautiful. It's kind of like a really ugly Beetlejuice outfit. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. And the first one is on us, right? So we'll give you the price on that.
Okay.
That, any guesses on how much that Norwich City onesie will set you back?
I think I'd go for like 20, 25.
£40.
Oh,
£40 for a Norwich City onesie.
That's
ludicrous money, isn't it? That's absolutely ludicrous money. I'm going to try not to offend anyone from Norwich because we did last week. We upset the whole of the Norfolk area.
Oh, good.
Our next picture, right? So the next item, so 40 quid is the starting price, and our next item is a Man City garden thermometer. Look at that. I mean, that would liven up any garden, wouldn't it? Man City fan will know that's a serious piece of kit. That the Man City garden thermometer.
What makes it a garden thermometer as opposed to?
I mean, I suppose you put it inside. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't fall apart when it is inside. I absolutely love that. So the Man City garden thermometer, is it Eric Dyer higher or Leonard Ojoa lower than the Norwich City onesie?
I want to say Man City, Eric Dyer higher.
Eric Dyer higher.
I'll go for Ojoa.
Ojoa, you think that thermometer is more than 40 quid?
Well, the Norwich onesie was 40 quid, so
a Man City thermometer could be anything. I can tell you, it's 20 quid. It's 20 quid, which is 10 quid. Wow. You were miles off. You were correct on Leonard Ojoa lower. It is less. You're 1-0 up here. Can we get our next item, please? Higher or lower than £10?
Oh my dear Lord.
Those are West Bromwich Albion clothes pegs.
I probably wouldn't get anyone that for a Christmas present.
Exactly.
I'd rather not.
If you ever wanted to get rid of a girlfriend, that's what you buy for Christmas. That she'll leave you.
Or
a West Brom shirt.
or just anything West Brom related. What do we reckon? Eric Dyer higher or Leonard Ojoa lower than £10?
It's got to be lower.
I'll go for Dyer.
You reckon higher?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong on this, it's got to be lower. It has to be lower.
It's £4.49. It's £4.49. It was a draw. It's a draw tonight. It was 1-1 each. That's a fair result. You guys can go home not arguing. But that was the first round of What's the Damage? Peter Ramage. That's my favourite game. Maybe ever. Don't go anywhere. This is Toby Tarrant. We're still live on Sky 212, Facebook and YouTube. We're on Fan TV. Don't go away. Stick around. Cheers, guys. What a game. What a game.
For brilliant entertainment, join Sky TV and get a free 32-inch LG TV with any Sky bundle. Watch the latest shows like the new US crime drama Shades of Blue on Sky Living. And introducing the all-new Cinema Bundle, featuring a new premiere every day and improved HD and sound. So join Sky TV from £20 a month and get a free LG TV, the latest shows, and a Sky Plus HD box. Search Sky Bundles or call 0800 151 2775. Sky. Believe in better.
I'm so sorry, I thought you were a chair. Sorry.
Our breakfasts are freshly prepared, even if you're not. Like the all-in-one breakfast wrap. McDonald's, we make breakfast.
Our new free time plans give you free electricity from 9 AM to 5 PM on Saturdays or Sundays. So you can do the cleaning for free. Cook a family feast for free. Or catch up on box sets for free. So switch now and you'll get a free upgrade to smart meters and free electricity 9 to 5 every Saturday or Sunday. Switch now and start saving. Call 0800 980 4045 or search British Gas Free Time.
How would you like access to over 1,200 pounds of fitness programming free? Hi, my name is Carl Deichler, and I'm the CEO of Beachbody. You've probably seen our fitness solutions on TV, like P90X and 21 Day Fix. And now you can stream our digital library of fitness programs right to your computer, tablet, or smartphone free for 30 days. Just go to bod30.co.uk and get started losing weight fast. That's bod30.co.uk, and I'll see you online.
Right now, there's an amazing deal on super reliable BT broadband. Join today and get a massive 67% discount. It's £5 a month and a 12-month contract. You'll get a super reliable Wi-Fi connection, and when you're out and about, you can connect into the UK's largest Wi-Fi network for free. You can also get a £75 BT reward card when you sign up online by the 4th of August. Get BT broadband for £5 a month and on a 12-month contract. For new joiners discounts, call 0800 800 950 or visit bt.com/deals.
Hi there, you all right? Welcome back to Fan TV. Toby Tarrant here. Got a couple of West Ham fans on our lime green sofas as well. I want to do a quick scores update from the games going on at the moment. In the Champions League, Manchester City are now 6-0 up on aggregate. Fabian Delph has made it 1-0 on the night there. This is a hell of a result. Ajax 4-0 down away at Rostov, which is a bit sad to see Ajax go out the Champions League this early. And beating them like they're disobedient children, Borussia Mönchengladbach are 5-0 up against the young boys there. And Bournemouth 2-1 up away at Morecambe now in the League Cup. Fulham and Middlesbrough are drawing now in the League Cup as well. Sunderland goalless at home to Shrewsbury Town. Not a great result that, and Accrington Stanley Burnley is 0-0 as well. We did a bit of a game of What's the Damage Peter Ramage before the break. We also started talking about NAF memorabilia in the break. I think West Ham have the worst piece of fan memorabilia of all time. You've obviously moved into a new stadium. We've got a picture of them here. You can get Upton Park foam hands. Those are, you know, foam fingers. You literally hold those on your hand. That is, what do they expect you to do with that? £6 as well. You got a pair of those at home, lads?
No. No.
No, I don't think I would ever have something like that.
I like them. I like them. It's so bad, it's kind of amazing. Let's look forward to the weekend then. You've obviously got a game tomorrow, but the big game, you said it yourself, is on Sunday. Man City at home in the Premier League. What do you think?
Well, I think right now we look screwed, to be honest.
Really?
We scraped it against Bournemouth, and we'll probably scrape it tomorrow. So.
You're not confident about the game on Sunday?
I think with like our youngsters, they're not getting match time, so it's going to be tough if they get brought into it. Obviously, hopefully, Payet and Lanzini will be back.
Sorry, I've just been interrupted with a picture of Adrian, your goalkeeper, modelling the foam hands. What? Are there any? I don't know what the rules are. Are there like certain parameters goalie gloves have to be? Because if he could wear them in goal, that would really make my season. That would be brilliant. See, the new stadium is a perfect circle. Yeah, that would be quite useful. You could be a waiter. You know, you could be a cocktail waitress. You could carry a pizza. That's quite good. I don't know what you're meant to do with 2 Upton Parks in your hand. There's nothing you can do. Like if every time there was a time to nick a wallet, it's off a bloke who's got 2 replicas of Upton Park on his hands. What are you going to do? Just slap it away at them. Sorry. Sorry, yeah, imagine all the West Ham fans outside the stadium laying into each other with them. Then it would be fine. then you guys can fight as much as you like. No harm done. Sorry, looking ahead to Sunday, up against a ominously good-looking Pep Guardiola Manchester City side. You really not confident at all?
Nah, I'll take a draw happily, but I don't know. I'm quite confident actually with the way we played against Bournemouth. It was a bit hit and miss. But now we've got Antonio back on the wing. That is just incredible having him there because he gets past everyone. And our new signings, they're looking solid now. I think we'll be all right. And if we put some of these youngsters in, I think we could scrape a win, maybe. Let's
touch on Mikel Antonio. Like you say, played back on the wing, scored. He's a goal machine from out there, isn't he? And he's got amazing celebrations every time he scores.
It's incredible.
He's been shoved in at right back a fair bit by Bilic, and he's not convinced, has he? He's been a bit suspect defensively.
Yeah, I think that if you look at him at Nottingham Forest, he was on the wing, scoring goals all the time. You put him in right back, he's got so much more work to do. He's going forward as a winger, but he's got to run all the way back, and it's just too much for one player. So having him as a winger is the right thing to do. Putting him as a defender, I mean, it was all right when we needed someone to fill in, but we've got Sam Byram who can easily go right back. He is a right back, now he's right back. Put Antonio back up there, and there was even talks about him going as a striker.
Really?
I mean, I would be happy with that.
You'd be happy with that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've signed Faguli, who looks a great buy as well. He's a great player, but is he
for free?
Yeah, for free. I know. What's going on? It's a bargain.
Getting everything for free.
Is that right wing position not his when he's back?
I think it will be his, but what happens to Antonio, I do not know. I have a feeling they're going to drop Byram and put Antonio right back again, which would be the wrong decision.
Yeah. No, fair enough. We've got a Skype caller in. Sorry, we have a Skype caller calling in. He is our Burnley fan. Hello, mate. How you doing, all right?
Hi.
Hello, mate. What's your name? How you doing?
George.
Oh, hello, George. How you doing, mate? You good?
I'm good, thanks.
Good, good. We're with a couple of West Ham fans. They stole your kit. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's
all the way around.
straightforward, isn't it? You know, I think we were I think we're the original claret and blue, so...
Nope.
No. West Ham fans disagree with you in here, mate. West Ham fans aren't happy about this. I've got a question, right? As a neutral, claret and blue is quite a common colour scheme. You know, yourselves, Villa.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really hideous colour scheme. Why does everybody want it? Whose idea was it to put claret and blue together, and which two other so-and-sos nicked the idea? What's that about?
I don't know, it's catching on, it is. There's Villa obviously got it, Scunthorpe. I don't know, I personally quite like it, I do.
Yeah, is there not? The other thing I find a bit frustrating is you're very limited on what you can do with your home kit. Don't they all kind of look the same as well?
Yeah.
I think the sponsor changes and that's about it.
Yeah, we got a new badge as well.
And you got a new badge at West Ham, that's very true. Sorry, mate, you still with us. Are you distracted? You've got one eye on the Burnley game, haven't you? You're watching the Burnley game for us.
Yeah, it's on right now.
Unless they've done up Turf Moor, I'm judging you're not there. You're not at the game tonight. You're not missing much. Still 0-0?
Yeah, it's not really much has happened. I think we've dominated on possession, but as proven on Saturday when we beat Liverpool, possession doesn't mean anything. But I think Sean Dyche wanted to rest players for this game. But it's just...
Tell us about your team. Is it very much fringe players and youngsters tonight for Burnley?
Yeah, 10 changes were made for tonight. With only Sam Vokes, the only player starting, who started on Saturday. So it's a bit... I don't know, I trust Dyche that he will make the right decisions, but I don't know if 10 changes just might have been a bit too much. I just feel like this game's only got one goal in it, and...
Here's a question, and I've asked a few of the fans this tonight about the League Cup. Do you care if you go through tonight?
I don't really care about the League Cup. I just wouldn't want to lose to Accrington. Like, get a lot of stick from my mates. So, no, I'm not really too bothered about it. It's just, it'd be nice to go through to the next round and get someone a bit higher in the leagues and just lose to them and concentrate on the league. But I just don't really want to lose tonight.
Fair enough. I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? And I don't know how you guys feel about it as well. You know, especially for Burnley, who have just come back up. Obviously, 17th place is all they're looking for this season. You know, they just want to stay up. So the cups are a bit of a distraction. But you go and lose to Accrington Stanley tonight, and does that have an impact on your league confidence and form as well?
Well, yeah, that's the question, really. Like, you sort of want to focus on both, but you don't want to do terrible in the cup and then put the confidence on all the players down. But you don't want to like do too well in the cup and then not focus on the league enough and just go straight back down. You want to try and keep it even, you do, but I don't know, it's hard for promoted teams.
I guess also the other thing is that at some point, these 10 changes you've made tonight, you're going to need them in the Premier League. It would be nice to see them beat Accrington Stanley, wouldn't it? It would be nice to see a bit of strength in depth.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice to see some new players come in and players coming from the academy. But I think the main focus is just winning tonight and then putting our focus back onto the league and just concentrating on the league until the next cup game comes up. But I think it's just getting that getting more players into the squad, because we've got an 18-year-old playing tonight. So he looks pretty decent, but it's just you want to keep our main players fit for the league and then get not academy players, but players who don't play as much into the cup games and try and use that. But
fair enough. Cheers, mate. We're having a quick break. Stay with us, because if anything happens over the course of the break in the Burnley game, we want you to let us know. Wouldn't hold my breath on that. We've got some breaking news coming through as well from the Man City game. They're 1-0 up at the moment at home to Steaua Bucharest, and apparently the Man City fans are singing that they don't want to sell Joe Hart. It's quite interesting, that. Fair enough. I think that seems to be the general consensus as well. I don't think City fans want to see him go. We're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is Fan TV. We're live. Stick around. Poor Joe Hart. Poor Joe Hart.
I'm here with these thermal goggles to show you how much heat these old double glazed windows lose compared to Everest triple glazing.
Look where they're leaking all their heat from. You'll see on the right side here, the Everest triple glazed windows keep it inside where it belongs. That's because their 5-chamber profile and extra pane of glass help make them Everest's warmest window ever. And they're now available at $19.91 prices with Price Rewind. Fit the best. Fit Everest.
At Marbles, we work hard to accept you and put you in control, even if you have a poor credit history. Answer a few easy questions, and our Fast Check service will tell you if you're likely to be accepted. You'll get an instant response, and it won't affect your credit rating. Marbles' free SMS alerts could help you stay in charge of your spending, and you can change your monthly repayment date up to twice a year. Marbles' Classic Card has a manageable credit limit from £250 up to £1,200. So get your application rolling at marbles.com today.
Battle commenced. Enemy gaining. Strike now. You are victorious.
Mobile Strike. Download and play now. Free from the App Store.
After thinking I was paying too much for my glasses, I just went home and went direct to Glasses Direct.
Me too. And us.
Ooh, fireman. Anyway, I chose from hundreds of frames from £25 with lenses. And I took their free home trial too. 4 pairs to try out at home for free.
We did that.
Test drive your new glasses today.
They're great.
And see if you could save at glassesdirect.co.uk.
What about car insurance? Imagine this fantastic website where you can check out a shed load of companies.
Be fantastic, would that?
None of those annoying pop-up adverts.
Nothing fantastic about them, Boris.
The exact right quote in minutes.
Fantastic is the word, Boris.
Go compare. Insure your wheels. Fantastic deals that you know where. You'll soon discover your ideal cover. Nothing quite compares to Go Compare.
Fantastic!
Growing strawberries is about patience and choosing your moment. When our strawberries are ripe, it's a race against the clock to get them picked when they are at their prime freshness. We can get these strawberries picked, dispatched and into the little store the next day. Well, most of them anyway.
Everest are rewinding selected prices back to 1991 with Price Rewind. So fast forward to everest.co.uk today.
You're right. Welcome back. This is Fan TV live on Sky 212, Facebook and YouTube. Keep your tweets and everything coming in as well. I think we've got our Burnley fans still with us. It must be coming right to the end of full time now. Is the whistle blown yet?
I think it's coming close. It's an extra time now, but it's probably going to go extra time. I just don't want penalties. That's the one thing I'm really not looking forward to if it comes.
Any sign of a goal? Any inkling of a goal?
No, I think the first half was pretty boring. Nothing much happened, and then the second half we were just getting the possession, but we weren't doing. We were just getting into the box, but Accrington were defending well. Obviously, Andre Gray came on, and he looked dangerous when he came on. But I think you give these players another half an hour, you maybe bring on another sub, and we've got this game. But I really can't tell with cup games now.
You're away from home tonight. You're playing at Accrington Stanley. You're at the amazingly named Wham Stadium. Best stadium name in the country, isn't it?
Yeah,
How is the pitch? Is it like the standard lower league team in the cup draw, muddy pitch?
No, to be fair, the pitches do look quite good, but it's a small ground for a League Two side. It is, I think. I'm not sure how many fans it holds.
No sign of George Michael over at the Wham Stadium either.
Nah.
No stadium. Mate, we're going to leave you. You look like a man who's about to brace himself for another half an hour of that torrid game there, so enjoy that.
I'll try and get through it.
Try and have fun, mate. Yeah, thanks for getting in touch. Good luck.
Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Poor guy, 0-0 away. We were talking at the break quickly. I never knew this. We were giving him a bit of stick about who stole whose shirt, West Ham or Burnley. But apparently you stole Aston Villa's shirt, is that correct?
We did, yeah. We turned up to their game unprepared with not enough kits. So Aston Villa gave us theirs. This was many years ago.
I love that. I mean, it's one of those stories from 100 and whatever years ago.
Yeah. It may not be 100% accurate.
I want it to be true. I want it to be true. So you were meant to play Aston Villa, you forgot your kit. It's got to be an old story if you forgot your kit, and you put theirs on and just went,
this will do.
That's pretty nice, man. You're looking pretty good. They're all looking at each other up in the changing room going, yeah. What was the kit before? Was it something hideous? Was that the thing? Do you know your original colours?
No idea.
I'd love to find that out. If there's any West Ham fans that know what your original kit was, and then you looked at that and went, this is nicer. It must have been pretty hideous, the last one. We're talking about football kits. There's this amazing study that has come out in the week that, surprise, surprise, somebody's worked out that apparently if you wear a football kit on a first date with a girl, it's a major turn-off. I mean, is that a surprise to you, lads? Have you ever worn a football kit on your first date?
I don't think I ever have. And I never... If anyone is going to, I'd recommend not to. Yeah, probably...
I think it depends on the kit as well. We've got a couple of pictures here of some kits. This is our friend of the show. This is Evan. He's a big West Ham fan. He was on the show last week with me, or a couple of weeks ago. There he is in his West Ham shirt. He looks pretty good. I think if a guy runs up to his first date looking like that, he's getting a second date, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
getting lucky.
Evan's a lovely guy. Look at him.
Well, that's what he looks like. And then another West Ham fan, Bianca Gascoigne.
Oh yeah, we see this.
That's what she looks like.
Say no more.
I know which one I'd rather wake up next to. Evan, if you're single, give me a call. No. I mean, I guess there's parameters to that you shouldn't wear a football shirt on your first date. But if you turn up as looking like Bianca Gascoigne, I'd be willing to look past it,
yeah,
I think.
I think I would as well.
I'd be also trying to look through it.
Yeah, no offence to Evan, but I'd probably say no to him.
Do you know what? I was thinking about this, and we were talking beforehand about have you ever worn a football shirt on a first date, and I don't think I really have. I don't really wear football shirts unless I'm playing or watching, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I think I've done worse than that, right? So I went on a date, God, it must have been about 3 or 4 years ago. I went on a date. And I've been trying to organise a drink with this girl for a couple of weeks, and we kept trying to organise days, and they just weren't working. It was like, I can't do this one, blah, 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 blah. So I had a mate's birthday in London on the Friday. And I was like, look, I'm in London. I've got to pop off to a mate's birthday late on, but we could have a quick couple of drinks beforehand. I'm really sorry, I've got to leave you. So already, not getting off with a great start, then I've said, I'm leaving you like 2 hours in, like I'm going to go join my mates or whatever. So it's in October, like this. Sitting there, chatting away, blah, 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 blah. She's like, yeah, all good. I'm like, by the way, my outfit's a bit odd. It'll make sense, I promise, when we get there. So my mate hasn't dropped this on me till the day. He's gone, oh, by the way, it's a fancy dress night. It's Halloween.
Oh, dear.
So I've already agreed to meet up with this girl for a drink. So we meet up in a bar in Brixton. Bear in mind, I've been trying to date this girl for a while. Cut to the scene, us in quite a nice bar in London. Her dressed up like to the nines, like looking amazing. Pan to me, sat opposite her, SpongeBob SquarePants. Just drinking a beer, and believe it or not, we never went on a second date. So, Emily, if you're watching, I'm on TV now and I wear normal clothes. So, yeah, get in touch. You've never worn a football shirt on a first date, though, no?
No. I mean, I've had a friend that's wore kind of like a golf kit. I mean,
golf kit?
Yeah. He had the polo shirt, pink, bright
nice.
pink. And white shorts, short shorts, and he had long socks, and he had...
Any reason? Had he just played golf?
No, yeah, there wasn't any reason. He doesn't do any sports, but I don't think it went well.
He's just trying to trick her?
Yeah.
He's just trying to trick her into thinking he does sports. Sorry, I just came off the course. Yeah. Just came off the course, it's tough. You know what it's like playing 18 on a Saturday morning. Do you know, I do that occasionally where I'd be on the train, and I just really like Lucozade. But I always like see a girl on the carriage, and I always think when I'm drinking a Lucozade, I'm like, I'm looking pretty sporty over here. She must think I've got a big game later. Where in reality, I'm going to go home and watch The Sopranos in my underwear. But it's just nice to trick them. It's nice to sorry. Full time over. We got a Man City fan with us. Roger, you're back. Is it Roger?
Yes, it is.
Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right? Full time at the City game. Did it finish 1-0?
Yes, it did. Yeah, it wasn't best of the games, but. Got the job done. Joe had kept a clean sheet, so yeah, everything's fine.
I mean, we talked about kind of League Cup weekend teams. You were 5-0 up. What was the kind of team you had out there tonight?
It was a quite mix. I think the only player that started in the league was John Stones, Kolarov. And apart from that, we had a new team. Even Yaya Toure played.
Yaya did play
from beginning on. We had young lads from the academy at right back, Matteo, and then in the second half we had Angelino and Adarabio as well coming in. So it was good to see the young lads out there. And Fabian Delph scored his first Champions League goal. So. A couple of positives there.
We heard rumours, I don't know if you picked up on them, were Man City fans singing for Joe Hart to stay?
Yes, so they were singing, I would say all the time, that they love Joe Hart, that they want him to stay. And as we were talking before, I think, Joe Hart is a fan, is a hero for the fans, really. So, it didn't surprise me, really.
It's interesting you say that Yaya Toure played tonight. He's another one there's talk that he might be leaving the club. There were no songs about Yaya Toure staying. I mean, Man City fans seem to be quite happy to see him go, don't they? Compared certainly to Joe Hart.
Yes, I think with Yaya it's quite a different thing because with Yaya he's done really well in his first 3 or 4 years now. But the past 2 seasons, I mean, you could see he's aging or he's not up for it anymore. I mean, he's still a great player. Like, don't get me wrong, he won some great game for us, and obviously scoring 22 goals in that one season. But when a player's not up for it, I think the fans are not behind your back as well. I mean, if he goes, then obviously he should get a farewell and he should be thanked rather than just getting on his back right now. But I mean, if he goes, then fair enough. He's done well for our club. If he stays, that's fine as well because as I said, I think he's still a great player.
A very, very quick one on Manchester City. There's not been too many questions about them in the league the last few years. You've been pretty consistent, but the Champions League is where you've fallen short. How important is it to you this year? How far do you think you can go with Pep?
I think that's a really hard one because obviously group stages, being announced tomorrow, the draw being tomorrow. But I'm hoping that Pep will, kind of focus, both on the league and Champions League because obviously last year Pellegrini had his focus, rather on the Champions League, than the league, and he saw where, where this was going towards the end of the season. But I'm still expecting at least quarterfinals, semi-finals. No, I would say I'm expecting them, to get into the semi-finals.
Yeah.
But I hope you know, they will get into the final this year and then maybe play Bayern Munich in the final.
Good luck, mate. Mate, thank you for getting in touch. Well done tonight, winning. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, lads.
Right, we're here until 10 o'clock. We have not got long to go, but we're still live on Sky 2 and 2, Facebook and YouTube too then, and we're going to take a very quick break, so don't go anywhere. Cheers, guys.
I'm here with these thermal goggles to show you how much heat these old double glazed windows lose compared to Everest triple glazing.
Look where they're leaking all their heat from. You'll see on the right side here, the Everest triple glazed windows keep it inside where it belongs. That's because their 5-chamber profile and extra pane of glass help make them Everest's warmest window ever. And they're now available at 1991 prices with Price Rewind. Fit the best. Fit Everest.
In the heat of the moment, condoms aren't your first thought, but withdrawal is not an effective way to prevent pregnancy. A study estimated that only 55% of pregnancies in the UK are planned. Visit the Family Planning Association online to get informed about all contraception choices and find one that works for you. This message is supported by Durex.
Engaging conversations and a shot at finding the one. That's why I'm on Elite Singles.
EliteSingles.co.uk for single professionals.
Game of War. Play for free on the App Store.
Don't talk to me about home insurance. I mean, wouldn't it be fantastic if there was some website
Fantastic, yeah.
where you could simply check out a whole bunch of companies and get exactly the right deal
Fantastic, yeah.
in a matter of minutes?
Go compare. Fantastic cover you'll discover when you're there. You know you order for your bricks and mortar. Nothing quite compares to Go Compare.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
With 50 free spins to get you rolling. There's only one mobile casino that gives you that real Vegas feeling. Leo Vegas. Join today and go to Vegas whenever you like. Leo Vegas, king of mobile casino.
At Luma, we say yes to someone every 6 minutes. So for a response in 60 seconds, go to luma.co.uk today.
Welcome back to Fan TV. Toby Tarrant here, still with a couple of West Ham fans. We're talking all things West Ham. Simple question, after the no standing policy at the new stadium and stuff like that, does anybody like Karen Brady?
She's done well, but I think we're more customers now than fans with her. I don't think she sees the classic West Ham fans anymore as just, they've got money, we'll take it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I see. Actually, I've never met her, but she seems like a nice lady. But it's definitely about the money now. Definitely.
Yep, she's a businesswoman, not a club person.
Really, yeah. Because she does put on that she's very, West Ham at heart and stuff, but there's a few decisions she's made that seem to be business first.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been going to West Ham for years. Fans have stood up. And I think it is a rule somewhere in the Premier League, but they never said anything while we was at Upton Park. Stewards just let it happen. So I don't get why she wants to implement that now.
It's impossible to police as well, isn't it? Telling fans not to stand up or whatever. David Sullivan as well, one of your other owners. Have you seen the picture of him in his hospital bed?
Oh yeah, heart surgery.
Yeah, so he's just had heart surgery, and his son has tweeted a picture of him in his hospital bed on the phone, straight out of heart surgery, wire still hanging out of him, organising transfers. That's what you want to see your chairman doing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Straight after heart surgery, get on the phone, get back into business.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's an omen, he should sign Hart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe he's to sign Joe Hart. Yeah, exactly. Is there not a bit of a worry that he's just had heart surgery? He's probably pumped full of morphine and Novocaine. Has he made any trippy signings, have you noticed, in the last few weeks?
Yeah, so I'm expecting Peter Crouch to be announced in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, just some really dodgy signings. Yeah.
Someone bad will come.
I'd love to see that. Yeah, I'd love to see him if he just came round. What the hell's Peter Crouch doing? I don't know, you signed him, David, did I? That'd be pretty good. Happy with Sullivan?
Yeah, I think obviously they helped us completely. We was in relegations. Well, we got relegated. They got the managers in, the players, money, obviously. We're not completely out of debt, but we're in a better position, and it's thanks to them. So, yeah, I can't see anything bad about them. Obviously, with this standing situation, it's not entirely down to them. It's to do with the Olympic Stadium, obviously.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think they've done a good job. Hopefully, more good times to come.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, you know, you got relegated. Those days must seem a long way away at the moment. I mean, you're still relatively new and coming back to the Premier League, and that's forgotten. Last year was your second year back in it since you came up. I mean, that seems like a long time ago now.
Yeah, it's crazy how far we have come as a club. I mean, when we was in the Championship, well, we was only in there for one season, which is huge, because getting out of the Championship is one of the hardest things ever.
It's so important to come back up quickly.
Straight away, and then...
Look what happened to Blackpool.
Yeah.
Who we played in the Championship playoff final.
Yeah,
it's crazy how teams can change in a matter of a year or two. And for us, last season was incredible, beating the big boys, signings, Payet, obviously. So, yeah.
Playing good football as well.
Yeah, for once.
Exciting attacking football, after the Allardyce days. On that, I mean, is there anyone in the world you'd rather have than Slaven Bilic right now?
I don't think so, no.
Nah, he's super Slav.
Yeah, unless he puts Antonio at right back again.
then we'll think about things. Yeah.
You consider Allardyce.
Then we'll go back to Sam Allardyce. I mean, that's a crazy one. You probably didn't think when Big Sam was let go from you that you'd be the England manager within a couple of years.
No
surely.
way.
How do you think he'll get on?
I think he'll do all right, you know. The way he plays football, obviously, with us, Andy Carroll was up front, just the long balls up. And it wouldn't surprise me if he picked Andy Carroll. I don't know how long he's out injured for, but it wouldn't surprise me. The way he plays the football, I think he'll change it with the team. Guys like Sterling and that, it'll be more run with the ball, attacking, not hoofing it up there.
And isn't it a strange appointment? Didn't I mean, didn't we do
crazy.
the same thing where we hired Roy Hodgson, who's not renowned for expansive flowing football, and then tell him to...
Yeah.
It's an odd one.
Sam Allardyce, if you look at his career, he hasn't had a bad career, but what's he won?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's an odd appointment to me. Is Mark Noble going to finally get a run in the England team under Big Sam?
Probably not.
Really?
I think that Antonio, he should get in.
Yeah.
With Mark Noble, the amount of years I've wanted him to be in a team, but it's too late now. I think last year, or just before the Euros happened, he actually retired from international football, whether that was 100% or not. But if he gets into the England team, all happy, but you can't see him getting in the team over guys at the moment. I mean, there's so many young English players that definitely deserve.
If Mark Noble had been playing for Man United the last 5, 6, 7 years, would he be in the England team every week?
Definitely.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I love him. I love him, having seen him play a lot. I love him. The season you went down, he was superb. When he first broke into the team, he was brilliant. Crying on the pitch. You just wanted to give him a hug, didn't you?
Yeah, he is my legend. I mean, I'm 19 and I've been going since I was about 6. And when Noble first come onto the show, he was my favourite from then, and he always will be, I think. So the day he retires, it will be as a West Ham player, and he'll go down as a legend.
Speaking of, you've been going for a while. You've seen a lot of players go in and out of West Ham. Some good ones, some not very good ones. How high does Dimitri Payet rank on the players that you've had down there since you've been going?
Probably the best.
The best? The best?
He's up there with Tevez, Di Canio. Definitely.
Tevez and Di Canio, he's in that same bracket.
Definitely. He's just world class. How he plays, he's so calm. And I mean, you can say we're a one-man team with him, but when he comes on that pitch, it just changes everyone. I mean, Mark Noble, when Payet comes on the pitch, Noble becomes like as if he's been a brilliant player all his life.
Yeah.
It's amazing the energy he brings. So he's definitely up there with the likes of Tevez, Paolo Di Canio.
I asked the Watford fan who was on earlier tonight, is the best bit of business you've done hanging on to Ighalo and Dini is the best thing you've done, hanging on to Dimitri Payet?
Definitely.
Yes.
Over all the signings you got, keeping Payet was the one, yeah?
Payet, yeah. There's a few players that were linked to go, and I wasn't too bothered. It was mainly make sure we keep Payet. That was the main thing throughout the summer.
You've signed another player recently, this Edmilson Fernandez. Seen much of him over at FC Sion? I have to admit, I've never seen him play in my life.
I've never heard of him, but I know his cousin scored the winner agained Spain in the World Cup.
His cousin's Gelson Fernandez. He was at Man City for a bit as well.
Yeah.
You so not a fan of Swiss football?
Not really. I mean,
I know of Basel being good over the years. Shaqiri and Embolo.
Yeah, exactly. Any other business you need to do? We've touched on a striker. Anywhere else?
We're linked with another defender. I'm not sure who it is for sure, but I don't think we actually need anyone else. I think obviously the striker is the main issue, but apart from that, we've got a solid team.
That's quite rare, isn't it? Because I mean, pretty much you ask a fan, and as soon as you fill one position, there's a new weak link, isn't there? They always want someone. So it's good to hear a club with a few days to go in the transfer window, happy with their club. So what can West Ham do this season? Is there going to be a period where you adjust to the new stadium? Does that worry you? You look at Arsenal, since they've moved to their new stadium, they've not been brilliant at the new stadium. Does that worry you at all?
No, I mean, with the Premier League, obviously we've got the win against Bournemouth. It was a scrappy win, but we got it. And I think the more games we have at the stadium, we'll settle in. And obviously there's just under 60,000 fans there, more atmosphere, hopefully. And then, I think they'll just build off of the crowd's energy.
Have you noticed any changes as well? We had an Arsenal fan tell us that the best thing at the new stadium is the nachos, and that's the best thing since they moved stadium. Have you noticed, is there a spike in the price of beer, spike in the price of food, have you noticed?
Spike is an understatement.
Spike's an understatement, oh really?
Ridiculous, yeah.
I think I bought a burger, probably about that big. It was $6.80.
$6.80 for a burger that big?
And it wasn't the best burger.
Oh, really? So there's a big spike in the old price at the Olympic Stadium.
And I think the first game was the Europe game against Donzell, and I was lining up for a pie, and they run out on the first game.
Can't run out of a pie. That's sacrilegious as well. I remember going to Fratton Park away, Liverpool Portsmouth. They ran out of pies. Closest I've ever seen to it kicking off like badly. It was mayhem. That can't be happening.
It was crazy. I mean, the amount of people lining up now, especially, and they run out of pies on the first ever game at the Olympic Stadium. Not a good start.
Have they named it steak and kidney piettes? Come on. Come on.
I think the owner's son, David Sullivan's son, he was thinking of calling a Payet and mash.
Payet and mash. I like that. Right, that needs to happen. Have you noticed like a change in your menu as well? Like, have you got things like tofu salad now? Is it like gone a bit fancy? No. I mean, you got a Westfield Centres next year now.
Yeah. I mean, the menu at the moment is pretty basic. You've got pies, obviously, and then they have it as different food at different stalls. So you have pie at one, and then burgers, hot dogs, and then some random food, and then it'll go around the whole stadium. But obviously, with being next to Westfields, I don't think they've got much more of a selection, to be honest.
Yeah. What about the old pre-game boozer? Because obviously you would have had the pubs around Upton Park that you all went in. Is there a new boozer?
Not really. You got Cafe Football, is it? That's about it. But it's weird because I used to go to the Bowl-In, which was right next to the stadium, and a lot of fans would go before, have a drink, go to the game, and after go there.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's nowhere to go to after the game, so that's a bit disappointing. But
that is a bit of a loss, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's a bit of a shock. But they do keep the bars in the ground open for an extra hour after the game.
Oh, they keep them open for an extra hour after the game.
Obviously, you have to be sitting.
So it's not all bad. You got to sit down and drink that. Yeah, lads, thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck against City on the weekend as well. Hope you get some points off them because I think everybody wants to see City drop some points. We'll catch up with you as the season goes on. But good luck. That is it. That is all tonight here on Fan TV. Thanks to all of our sofa guests and Skype callers as well. This is your show. It's the Fan Show. We really want you to be involved. So Skype us, tweet us, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. And if you want to join me here on the lime green sofas, they are as comfortable as they look, I promise. Then get along to our website, fantv.me. Get in touch with us and you could be here chatting with me, Justin or Kiri about all things football. I'll be back on Friday night at 7 p.m. if I still have a job here on Sky 212, YouTube and Facebook Live. Justin Lee Collins is here tomorrow night. He'll be talking Arsenal, Liverpool, Burnley and Chelsea. See you tomorrow. Cheers, boys. Thank you.